those cover the justice. Those are seeking justice for wrongdoing. Now there's, in Psalms 14 and 53, it's kind of interesting to note the two Psalms are exactly alike, except the word God is replaced with Elohim, and Lord is placed with Yahweh. Excuse me. With that, I did an analysis of the Psalms, and I'll go through a couple analysis with you. I'll start with Psalm 1. Now, the author is actually anonymous, and the category falls under wisdom. Let me find Psalms 1 here. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is the law of the Lord, and his law doth he meditate day and night. And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, and bring forth his fruit in season. His leaf shall also not wither, and whatever he doeth he shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like chaff with which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteousness. For the Lord knoweth the way of the righteous, but the way of the ungodly shall perish. Now the analysis of that is comparing a faithful one to one that is not faithful. God blesses a man who does not seek advice from the wicked. A lot of times in the Bible you'll see the word iniquity. It's wicked, means wicked. Who does not seek advice, seeks counsel from the wicked. That's not always saying, well, I go to this evil guy, and I want his advice. It could be even just sitting there talking to him. It doesn't necessarily mean he's taking advice. That's what we understand. But he takes great pleasure in the man who's obedient in God's law. Now you got to understand, at the time of these writings, the law is what's considered the Mosaic covenant, the Ten Commandments. The author uses for illustration comparison, the faithful man is a tree that bears fruit and won't wither. Will keep going on. Whereas the unfaithful man is like a chaff that blows away in the wind, soon to be forgotten. Now, I don't know if you understand what chaff is, but think of, farmers when they're combining and the, say, beans or whatever, corn is coming out into the trailer, that dust and remnants that are blowing away in the wind, that's the chaff. I've got actually 30 of these analysis, so I won't go through them all, but the next one I want to do is Psalms 23. Now that's could be, and I don't want to say for sure, but one of the most known pieces of work that are in the Bible, The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not want. He maketh me lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the paths of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. Now, that was one of my, that is one of my favorites, but, there's one one in John, for he loveth, so he gave his only begotten Son, John 3:16. This is one of those that I think everybody kind of knows, the Lord is my shepherd and I shall not want. Now, this was written by David, and the category falls in confidence. As you can see, he's got confidence in the Lord that he'll protect him. The first two lines of the Psalms, are, like I say, are some of the most beloved in the Bible. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. These could almost sum up the whole Bible in those two lines, in my opinion. The Lord is my shepherd. He leads me. He guides me, protects me. He rebukes me if it becomes necessary when needed. He protects me from the evil of the world. I shall not want. When I'm part of his flock and follow him, I know I'm cared for. I know that I'm loved. I know he'll give me what I need, whether I know what I need or not. I know he's my salvation. The last line is somewhat prophetic in nature. And I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. It's showing the willingness and the length he takes to take care of us and protect us. When you jump into the New Testament and you're studying Christ and how Christ died on the cross, that shows you the length he's taken. And with that, I will conclude our little psalm study on Psalms.